What is up, guys? It is Brian with NeverState.com bringing you another video, and I got asked a question this week about what I do to prepare for my squat days. So I thought I'd take the first couple moments of this video and actually show you. So I don't do any traditional stretching prior, and I don't even do any foam rolling or lacrosse ball work before my sets. My personal problem is ankle mobility, because the ankle you see me working right there, about 2.5 years ago, I actually broke, and I never got it fixed correctly, so it still bothers me. And there's a lot of, I guess, scar tissue and adhesions and things like that inside there that give me a problem with depth in the bottom of the squat. All that I did was took an average band and I choked it off at the bottom of the rack, and then I put the other end around the base of my ankle. I basically wrap it around like the tongue of my shoe, and then I have a 25-pound bumper plate sitting out in front there. And I put the ball of my foot on it, and then I move my knee through different ranges of motion. I go forward and left and right, and then even in like circular kind of pattern. And all I'm trying to do is break up anything in there that's going to prevent me from hitting depth in the bottom of the squat. Now, like I said, the ankle mobility is definitely a problem because it will make your lower back round, which will make you butt wink and change your bar path. Here's the second thing I do is I take 135, maybe even 95 pounds if my ankles are really bothering me, and I put it at the bottom of my thigh or the top of my kneecap kind of area, and then I move around in different ranges of motion. So you'll see me drop my hip in one side, the other side. I wiggle back and forth. I wiggle forward and back. And again, it's just an opportunity for me to break up any adhesions or anything bad that's inside of there. So as soon as that's done, I move right onto my sets. And as you guys see, I take big jumps. I know for me personally, I have a certain number of squats in me before my form starts degrading and I end up doing bad things. So you see me take big jumps just out of efficiency. I'm trying to save energy, and if I'm going to work up to a big number, I want as much energy for it as possible. So I don't hit like a ton of reps at low weight. I know a lot of people do, and a lot of people tell you to, but me personally, that's just not how I do it. I take big jumps and hit singles, doubles, triples on the way up. Now, one thing that I wanted to cover in this video is that a lot of people will tell you that squat is predominantly a leg or a butt exercise, and I would highly disagree. There's no doubt that it will work your legs and it will work your butt. There's absolutely no doubt. But I say a squat is more of a core exercise than anything. That's why you can jump on top of a leg press and pump out hundreds of more pounds than you can on a squat. It's not because your leg strength isn't there, it's because your core strength isn't there. If you miss a squat, it's almost always because your torso got bent out of shape somehow. Typically it goes forward. You lose the bar over the middle of your foot and you end up doing a good morning instead of a squat, which sometimes works out well and sometimes works out very, very badly. So if I could give you one piece of advice about the squat, it'd be to get your breathing and bracing down. For me personally, it added 100 to 150 pounds on my squat within probably 6 months, just changing that. I'm going to do a completely separate video just about breathing and bracing, so I'm not going to get too into it here. But know that when I'm doing these squats, I'm trusting my legs to do their job. They're going to take care of themselves, right? I do push my knees out to initiate the movement, but other than that, the legs don't play a role. The second that I walk out, flex my butt, and get ready to drop in, all that I'm thinking is brace, 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 brace. That's it. I'm not thinking about my legs. I'm not thinking about my chest being high. I'm thinking about my abs being tight and pushed out as far as possible. So here's 585. And for me personally, 585 is where things on my back get serious. You'd have to be a pretty strong guy for 585 to not be serious, I guess. But I digress. And this is my second wave of conjugate, as I've mentioned in other videos. And the previous wave, my PR for the Pause squat was 635. This here is 645. which is a 10-pound PR. I dig under the bar. I try to get my back as tight as possible. I get my breath and I brace here. Then I'm holding my breath until right about here where I release it. Flex my butt to get stable, rebreathe, and drop in. All I'm thinking is abs, 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 brace, and it came right up. So I actually have to thank one of the guys from the gym who was training there with me this day, who actually is the same guy who spotted me on the floor press video, and he advised me to just stick with the 10-pound PR because I wanted to go for 650 because it was a nice round number, but he convinced me to not be greedy, like I tried to encourage you guys to do. So thanks, Bill. After that, I moved on to my volume work. This was an interesting set. I was supposed to get 3 sets of 5, but I don't like walking a bar out. It's the diciest part for me. It's where I feel it's the most dangerous part of the movement. So I thought in my head, I'd just get as many reps as possible in the first set so that hopefully I'd only need to unrack the bar twice. And then as I got into the set, I decided just get 15. Now at about rep 5, my right ear started experiencing auditory exclusion, like it was shutting off. And for those of you who know, that's pretty much your body telling you, stop being an idiot, stop doing what you're doing. We don't like this. And then at about rep 12, my brain said, you're not going to be able to walk this back in. After your 15th rep, put it down on the racks and crawl out. But by my 15th rep, I completely forgot that plan, which I think 15 is coming up here soon. And you'll see me try to walk. And when I do, my legs don't want to work properly. So, kind of collapsed. Billy laughed at me, and I was happy to be done my volume work. A buddy from the gym came by the other day and told me to work on my deadlift. Maybe I should try doing SSB good mornings with the safety pins set at the same height as my deadlift pull. So I set the pins up, and you guys can see in the bottom of the movement there, that's where I pull my deadlift from. So it's lightweight because, to be completely honest, that set of 15 took a lot out of me, and I didn't have much left. But hit a couple sets of this and a couple sets of glute ham raises just to hit some assistance stuff and work on my weak points, and then I called it a day. So here are my glute ham raises with a red band around my neck. And that was my whole day, guys. It was less stuff than I wanted to, but the quality of it I was happy with. So 645 for a pause squat PR and 515 for 15 reps, I think is a PR. Anyway, other exciting news. I am supposed to have my first article released at T-Nation this week. So please check out tnation.com. I'll put a link up on my website when it does get released. And that's exciting. That's big news for me. But please visit neversayit.com for more information, for more articles, free workouts. If you guys enjoyed the video, please subscribe. That would mean a lot. Hit the like button. And if you leave a comment down below, I'll be sure to get back to you. Be real good. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good day.